One of the most frequently asked questions I get about real estate syndications is about taxes. Specifically, if investing in syndications can really lower your taxes on your W-2 income. Well, the answer lies in really understanding how passive income, depreciation, and cost segregation work in these syndication investments. And in this video, we're going to break all of this down for you. But before we do, if you're new here, I'm Dr. Jeff Anzalone, a dentist who wants to help you reach the point where work is optional. I've got a free passive income training that you can pick up, links below this video. And before we get started, here's a very quick disclaimer. This content is for information purposes only, should not be considered tax or investment advice. Always consult your CPA or financial advisor. Let's get going. Let's first answer the question, what is depreciation? Okay? Depreciation is nothing more than a tax benefit that lets you deduct the wear and the tear of a property over time. Now, you buy a property, even though the property is going up in value, like when you buy your house, it's going up in value, right? When you buy an RV park, a mobile home park, an apartment, something like that, when you buy it, typically it goes up in value. So even though it does this, the IRS actually sees it as sees it as the property goes down in value because of the wear and tear. Every year. Why? Because it ages. Just like your car goes down in value, right? Just like your cell phone. When you buy it now, 3 years later, is it worth more or less? Less, right? Goes down in value. So this, quote, loss helps lower the taxable income you're actually earning from the property. For example, if you own a rental property, you can actually claim a portion of its value as a loss every year, even though that property is making money. So this reduces how much of that money you have to pay taxes on. Think about it. It's like getting rewarded for something you didn't really lose. That is the most unbelievable thing about depreciation, that people like dentists and doctors, attorneys that go to school all the time and all they think about is, I've got to make more money. I've got to make more money, but I've got to pay all these taxes, but I got to make more money. And then when you learn something like this, that you can do something, invest in something that's making money, going up in value, but yet you can lower your taxes just because you're using the tax code. It's working smarter, not harder. That's depreciation. Well, you may have heard something called bonus depreciation. Bonus depreciation is like getting all of your depreciation benefits up front instead of waiting years and years to spread them out. So for example, normally depreciation happens, you buy a property, say you buy a mobile home park, you buy an RV park, it happens gradually when you buy it over the property's lifetime. So if it's residential, so if you buy some apartments, buy a duplex, something like that, it's 27 and a half years. If it's commercial property, maybe it's an office building, medical office building, something like that, it's 39 years, okay? That's a long time that you have to wait. Again, it depends on the property. But with bonus depreciation, certain parts of the property like appliances, parking lots, landscaping, that sort of thing, they can actually be written off in the first year. So you don't have to wait 27 and a half to 39 years. So here's an example. Imagine that you're part of a syndication, the group, you're a limited partner, you're a passive investor, you join a general partner group that buys an RV park through what's called a cost segregation study, okay? It's actually called for short, cost seg study. This is where the group, the general partner group, will hire an engineering firm and they'll come in and they'll segregate out the cost. Remember how we said we break it up into different parts, okay? It's a detailed breakdown of the property. So let's just say that they come in, they look at this RV park, and they discover that $200,000 worth of components, like maybe some furnishings in the office that they have, equipment, something like that, it actually qualifies for bonus depreciation. So instead of taking that $200,000 and spreading it out over several years, they can actually now claim it in the first year, giving you, because you're a limited partner in the syndication, a huge upfront tax deduction. And bonus depreciation is especially helpful because it creates something called paper losses that can offset the income the property generates, okay? These paper losses lower your tax bill, leaving more money in your pocket. But here's the part where many people don't realize, okay? Pay attention to this, because probably out of everything that we're going to talk about, this is the most important part. The IRS can't believe they didn't freaking teach this in high school, at least college, right? We're going to school this whole time to what? To get out, get a job, to what? Make money, right? But they don't teach us anything about money. Freaking crazy, right? The IRS treats income in two ways. You've probably heard this before. You've got passive income and you have active income, all right? Passive income, what is this? This is money that you make without actively working. Let me give you an example, something that we're talking about. Rental income in the eyes of the IRS is considered passive income. Again, money that you make without actively working. Active income, I'm sure you're very familiar with that because it is your W-2 income. It's literally, it's your paycheck. It's what you go out. I'm a dentist. I go trade time for money. I treat patients. I make money. That's active income. 99.9% of the people out there are focused on active income. It's limited. We're trading our time for money. But here's the thing, and we're going to go back to, can syndications offset your W-2 taxes from active income? Okay, pay attention. Here it is. The tax benefits. Again, check with your accountant. But the tax benefits from real estate syndications, we just talked about. Where did the tax benefits come from? Depreciation, bonus depreciation. The tax benefits from syndications can only offset passive income. They cannot offset W-2 income. Let me say that again, because I'm literally asked this question every single week. And I'm going to send them this video and say, start at this, watch this 60-second part of this video, and it's right here. The tax benefits from real estate syndications, like depreciation and bonus depreciation, can only offset passive income, not W-2 income, unless you qualify for rep status, a real estate professional. And I have a whole nother video on this, and you can check my channel for that, okay? So unless you qualify as a real estate professional, these benefits won't reduce the taxes on your paycheck. However, any unused paper losses that you get can actually be saved for future years to offset passive income that you're getting, or even some of the gains when your group actually sells this property. Let me simplify this for you. Let me show you what this looks like. Let's use an example to clear this up, okay? Now, let's say a dentist, Dr. S, invests $100,000 in one of our RV park syndications. And what I've shown you here is the typical terms that we have, okay? We have an 8% preferred return. So Dr. S is going to earn 8%. He's going to earn $8,000 that he's going to be paid per year, or $2,000 per quarter in preferred distributions. So these payments typically start about 4 to 6 months after we close, thus providing steady cash flow while this property, this RV park's being held. Now, next, in the first year, Dr. S is going to receive 50, we're going to say here is 50% bonus depreciation. Literally a $50,000. Remember how we talked about paper loss, which can offset passive income from this or for some other investments. Talk to your accountant about it. If you have some other things, other gains or things like that, other passive income coming in, passive losses offset passive income. Again, check with your CPA. This means Dr. S could potentially owe little to no taxes on their passive income that year. Now, sometimes you see syndication groups will say, hey, they'll really talk about bonus depreciation and offsetting income, and they're not clarifying, remember, the passive income and active income. Unless you're a real estate professional, syndications are going to offset passive income, which is still great because, as a dentist, I'm going out there trading time for money, paying taxes on all the active income. But I have these passive income streams that I'm building on the side that I'm literally deferring taxes because I keep getting depreciation. And remember, you can roll this over. So if you're getting $50,000 a first year of paper losses and you're only getting $8,000 of passive income, well, all that excess depreciation again is going to be rolled over again and again. And you can see how powerful this is. If you invest in just one deal a year, you keep getting all this upfront depreciation, okay? Moving on to the next part. After approximately 3 years, the property is going to be refinanced. And then Dr. S could potentially receive anywhere from 50 to 70% of his initial $100,000 investment. Let's just estimate that this is going to be, after 3 years, he gets 60 grand back, okay? Even though he's recovered a large portion of his initial capital, he still has ownership in the deal. Typically, this is a 5-year hold period. And typically these syndications, especially the ones that we underwrite for, we aim for a 2x equity multiple, meaning Dr. S's initial $100,000 investment, we're doing everything we can to 2x it, to grow it from, in this case, 100K to 200K. That's what the projections are, the underwriting. How do we do this? Well, this is going to come from the cash flow, remember the distributions and the proceeds from the sale at the end of the whole period. Okay, so let's break this down. Again, this is just hypothetical. $8,000 pref for 5 years is $40,000 in distributions. Okay, remember after 36 months, he got a refinance and it was $60,000. Okay, this was year 3. And let's say the proceeds, let's say it's after 5 years, it sells, so the property exits, and the proceeds from the sale, 100 grand. Okay, add these up. That's going to give you your 2x multiple. Again, this is doing these numbers just for simplicity's sake, but I want you to see where the initial investment of $100,000 over the 5-year hold period could potentially double, which is going to have the initial investment, the cash flow, the refinance return, and then the final sale proceeds. The bonus depreciation in year 1 was 50 grand. Okay, it's going to be reducing the taxable passive income. Now you're probably thinking, well, if I invest in a syndication, is it really worth it? Because it's not really doing anything to my W-2 taxes, right? Not doing anything to help you out your W-2 income. So even if you can't use, which 99.9% of the people can't use these tax benefits to lower your W-2 income, they are still incredibly valuable. By lowering your passive income taxes to almost nothing, you can keep the majority of the cash flow from your real estate investments. Also, think about this. You're building long-term wealth through, remember, real estate goes up in value through appreciation. So the value is going up while having these paper losses ready to use in the future. Real estate syndications are powerful tools for wealth building and tax savings. They don't teach us in school, but they aren't magic, okay? Because it's really important for you to know what they can and can't do for you. Always talk to a CPA who understands real estate, because not all of them do. Most of the ones that I initially talked to, they don't. And that's okay. But you're going to have some that are very real estate specific. And if you plan on using this strategy like I have, like for long-term strategy, you want to make sure that you have somebody that's going to be on your side to help you, guide you along the way. Now, we talked about real estate syndications. Can they lower your taxes? We discovered no, they can't do anything with your W-2 income unless you're a real estate professional. But if you want to know how real estate can actually minimize your W-2 taxes and really build wealth, then you must check out this video.